And welcome to Sunshine Plus, your favorite TV program sponsored by the Ondo State Government. I am Dakbo Aruwajoye. Sunshine Plus on this edition stands on two legs. Firstly, state governors in the southwest of the country and other stakeholders converged on Ibadan to find lasting peace to spate of insecurity being witnessed in the zone and Nigeria in general. Stakeholders at the Security Summit, which is focused on the southwest, harped on the need to rapidly develop the region, but pointed out that no development can take place in an atmosphere of rancor. And for our second story, we have shown you in previous editions how Governor Akeredolu of Ondo State embarked on tours of some Asian countries, including China and Malaysia, in search of investors. We will now let you see how the investors are responding to the invitation to partake in the silent industrial revolution going on in the Sunshine State. So let's kick off with our first piece on the Southwest Security Summit.
After today's event, for the next 3 days, we have our...
It is a large gathering here in this hall in Ibadan, the capital of Ondo State. Present are governors from the 6 states of the southwestern part of Nigeria, royal fathers, security chiefs, and numerous stakeholders from the southwest region. They are here to brainstorm at this emergency and crucial stakeholders security summit with focus on Western Nigeria. The forum, which is organized by the Development Agenda for Western Nigeria, that is the Dawn Commission, is aimed at addressing many security threats which the nation has been facing. The host governor and the governor of Ondo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, who welcomed all to the event, ruled out reasons for the very important summit.
The problem of insecurity in the southwest is like a snake in the roof, and we cannot ignore it and go to sleep. That is why we are gathered here today. 2 key issues stood out in my mind as I prepare for this event, and I'm sure they are top of mind for the rest of us here today. I'm talking about the kidnappings and the growing tension between farmers and herdsmen in the southwestern communities. Nigeria's security statistics, as recently provided by the Global Terrorism Index, places Nigeria as the 3rd worst terrorism-ravaged country in the world. We have held this ignoble position since 2015. Only Iraq and Afghanistan are worse ranked. Although the problem of terrorism is mainly in the northeast, the events that contribute to the state of insecurity in that region are spreading like wildfire down south, and we're beginning to feel the heat. I welcome you all to the state of first. Coincidentally, this is the first time that the states of the Southwest will be meeting to discuss security in the region since the Dawn Commission was inaugurated. I hope that at the end of deliberations, we will present our recommendation in one voice.
While declaring the program open, the Ondo State Governor, Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu SAN, who doubles as the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum, highlighted the importance of the summit, which is coming at a crucial time like this. Arakunrin, who began the initiative for the ongoing when he organized a similar summit earlier this year as part of his effort to tackle the security challenges in the Sunshine State and environs, stressed that with this unique collaboration in the Southwest, the issue of insecurity will soon be a thing of the past in the region.
This meeting has become exigent considering the spate of insecurity in the country. The anxiety of our people is palpable. We can all feel it. There is growing fear among the populace, and this fear makes nonsense of any plan conceived for the development of our God-given space. It is my fervent hope that this engagement will not be limited to the current challenge which threatens to wreck our collective peace. The region, our region, which has enjoyed some relative peace, is currently under siege. I am not denying that fact. We are not. We as your governors are not denying that fact. Everybody, all of us are concerned about the ease with which these characters operate. The ease, how they come over, kidnap, move into our forest reserve and get out. A number of us are disturbed. Some victims have been unlucky. Some have paid the supreme price. Others live with bodily scars and bruised psyche. Crime of varying degree is gradually become a very lucrative business in Nigeria. We have challenges. What are our security challenges? A lot. These challenges made us in Ondo State for the convocation of an event of this nature. And this is why I believe this event is very, very important.
Other governors who spoke at the event proffered solutions to the present insecurity in the country. They concluded that there should be a sincere and committed collaboration in order to combat the common challenge, which is insecurity. The call for state police also resurfaced at the event.
As a government, we are, through this summit, making a bold statement that Western Nigeria is set to fully harness the potentials of all security agencies to rid our region of all forms of criminalities.
We no doubt must set up collaborative funding schemes with the private sector so that we can fund the acquisition of modern crime-fighting technology that will assist and make the task easier for our law enforcement agencies.
We've said it and we don't need to re-emphasize it. For us as Southwest governors, we believe that state police is one of the ways to go. Neighborhood police is one of very critical ones that we need to have and have them like yesterday. And like we've said, it can work side by side with the federal police force. We're not asking that they should jettison that, but we're saying that as it's been done in almost every part of the world, it's only when you understand what is peculiar in your own area, in your own region, in your own community, that you can begin to stand and you can be to reduce incidents around security and issues coming out from such region.
Perhaps on account of the security challenges that we face today, there will be no better time to refuse the call for state police as local officers are being suited to secure our communities. However, the security agents are squarely battling the current security breaches, but given better support, they can do more. We must sensitize our people through our traditional and community leaders to live in peace with herdsmen and other settlers.
It will send a signal to the whole world that the Southwest people are ready to secure their environment. And it will enlighten most of the people living in Southwest that they must be vigilant on any strange people that come to their own domain, especially our royal fathers. And it give a certain synergy between all the law enforcement agents in Yorubaland that is highly imperative that all hands must be on deck to secure Southwest.
This decision made by the governors, led by the chairman of the Southwest Governors Forum and Ondo State Governor Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu SAN, to brainstorm and decide on ways out of the ugly security situation besetting the region, has been applauded by all and sundry. However, the citizenry are hopeful that this Southwest Security Summit at the end of the day will further make the Southwest states safe for its people, and thus plans conceived for the development of the region can then be realized. From Ibadan, the capital of Ondo State, Dakbo Aruwajoye for Sunshine Plus. Welcome back. Investors have started taking their turn to respond to the call by the Ondo State Governor Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu to be part of his industrialization dream for the state. In this package, you will get to see the latest of such response capable of transforming the health, agricultural and energy sectors of the state, as Chinese investors recently signed 3 different memoranda of understanding worth a staggering $50 billion with the Aketi administration.
Ondo State is one of the states in the southwest part of Nigeria, richly blessed with both human and natural resources. The state is regarded as the most naturally endowed in terms of potentials among other states in the southwest. According to research findings, Ondo State is home to bitumen deposits, which is said to be the second largest in the world and largest in Africa. This resource is primarily useful for road construction and a numerous other use. Apart from bitumen, oil and gas, Ondo State is also blessed with other mineral resources, which are scattered in every nook and cranny of the state. The state is also endowed with the largest coastline in Nigeria. At the inception of his administration, the 6th democratically elected governor of the state, Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu SAN, rolled out mouth-watering incentives to potential investors to attract different foreign investment into the state. In furtherance of this determination, Governor Akeredolu in 2017 set up an agency known as the Ondo State Development and Promotion Agency, ONDIPA, which has the primary objective of turning Ondo State into a hub of investment opportunities in Nigeria and in West Africa. The goal of the agency is to connect, invest, and transform the Sunshine State drastically.
It's a one-stop agency actually to promote development and investment, just as the name states. The whole idea behind it is to have an investment-friendly atmosphere that would attract investors, both foreign and domestic, in such a way that they don't have to go to different offices to have permits, to have issues resolved. So we're actually the hub for anything developmental and investment in the state. We're the drivers of such initiative.
The governor did not stop at setting up the agency alone. He also traveled to some countries like China, Dubai, and the United Arab Emirates, UAE, Malaysia, and Thailand to woo investors into Ondo State.
Our trip to China, as you said, in 2018. And when we were there, we met with a lot of companies because we were in the province of Li. We spoke with every other person from the governor, is it governor we call him? Mayor, the mayor of Li down, and they hosted us. And they were prepared to have us like a sister state, and that, well, they could bring in industries here. And as if it was like play. We use those words that, okay, let us see it, We sat down, we signed several MOUs there in Lynn, and we decided to come back here to establish the Ondo Lynn Industrial Park. And this is what has become of that industrial park now.
It is believed that these strategic moves by Arakunrin Akeredolu have begun to yield positive results on the economy of the state, as some companies like WeWood Nigeria Limited, which produces high-density fiberboards, medium-density fiberboards, marine wood, and the cassava ethanol factory, paper mill factory, Win-Win Textile Mill Factory, OFL Marble and Granite Limited, have already set up in Ondo State, and very soon a vehicle assembly plant will soon commence operation at the Ore Industrial Hub, which is home to 5 world-class factories. Indeed, Ondo State is a land of investment opportunities, and the news has reached a lot of investors around the world, and they are trooping in their numbers. Of recent, a 14-man investor team was on a 5-day working visit to Ondo State to invest and establish a 3 multi-sector business investment in Ondo State in the areas of manufacturing, oil and gas, agriculture, and the health sector.
因为尼日利亚跟我是尼日利亚人民的好朋友，中非友谊呢是我们共同追求和探索的一个发展方向。我几次来到尼日利亚，跟尼日利亚人民结下了深厚的友情。
They are here to bring their manufacturing to Nigeria, and it's very good that we are landing in Ondo State because he's been in Nigeria and he likes Ondo State. So he has come here. We'll be focusing on many areas, but we have grouped the areas into 3 parks, which is the oil and gas and manufacturing park. So whereby there will be various kinds of manufacturing in terms of automobile manufacturing, electrical, and all areas, clothes and everything you can think of. It will be in the manufacturing industrial park. And then another area is health. We believe that health is not all about medicines or Western medicines, but there is African traditional medicines. They are very, very, very good. And we also have Chinese traditional medicines. So we've created a health park where we can combine these 2 traditional medicines and then use it to produce medicines that can be used locally. And while producing them locally, and then we are using them locally, then we can build a hospital, a traditional hospital inside the same park. And from there, many medicines will be developed, they will be researched. So that will be a health park to take care of the health of the people. And the third one that we are looking at is agriculture. Because when you talk about agriculture, you are talking about to the grassroots, to the farmers. We want to build a park, an agricultural park, where farmers could be taught, and then where they could be trained, and then they can go back and even build something on their own. And even in the same park, the farmers have an opportunity to even practice. And whereby this one will now, all these combined together will help to drive jobs for the local people. And it will help the local people to sustain, to create and manufacture something to sustain the economy.
They later proceeded to the governor's office on the courtesy visit. The head of the team, Mr. Jin Changsheng, through a Chinese interpreter, Mr. Sylvester Aibe, said the divergent economic potentials of Ondo State informed their interests of coming to the Sunshine State.
一些新的技术、新的合作模式来重新来进入我们的园区。那么我们在这次
So looking at these 3 areas that we want to develop, we decided to put them in 3 parks. So whereby we can cluster everything that is related, that has the similar area into one area. So we'll be having the health park, the industrial park, and the agricultural park.
Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, who was glad to receive them, stressed that their presence means massive development in the area of industrialization, and he promised to provide them an enabling environment.
You cannot imagine how happy we are to have you here, because when you talk about industrializing Ondo State, it's one of our major goals, and your mission fits into what we want to achieve. Our government is open and we welcome you, give you all assistance necessary to make sure that at least you are not here for philanthropy. It is a business mission, so that we give you the enabling environment for your businesses to thrive. It is something we can assure you.
As part of their visit to the Sunshine State, they were taken to Ore Industrial Hub to see their other counterparts who are doing wonderfully well in the Sunshine State. They also visited the Ondo State-owned independent power plant sited at Ore and Idonre Hill, which has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
For every investment, you need energy to power whatever you want to do for an industry. So that's the reason why we have come to show them the Ondo State Independent Power Supply, what we call the Ore Power Supply. Here we have the 30 megawatts power station built by Ondo State Government. It's about 90% completed now. As you can see, all facilities are there. All we are waiting for is just one of the fuel to get it going. So this is a unique power system, a power plant, in that it can run on 3 fuels. So we call it a tri-fuel power station. Now it can run on gas, natural gas, it can run on LPG, and it can also run on diesel. It's one of those, about the only one in the West African environment that can do that. And that means we have backup to back up the natural gas, or if there's a problem with diesel, then we can go on LPG.
Back to the round table. The Chinese investors gave a vivid presentation of what will be sited at the proposed industrial park, oil and gas park, health park, and livestock park.
国内31个省级公司的优势资源，积极寻找全国省市及各个领域优秀的合作伙伴，共建原油、成品油、天然气、煤炭。
China has resources, but it's limited. So China is now faced with the challenge of actively conserving its resources and also optimizing valorization of these resources. So SSE has been able to combine the joint resources of all major provinces, cities and local governments in China to develop domestic, not just production, added with trade and transportation of crude oil, refined oil and natural gas, coal, as well as metals and non-metals.
Then came the highlights, the signing of 3 memorandums of understanding between the Ondo State Government and the Chinese investors. The first memorandum of understanding between Ondo State Government and Green Industrial Park is a project worth $20 billion. Another memorandum of understanding is between Ondo State Government and Green Health Park, worth a project of $10 billion. Lastly is the memorandum of understanding between Ondo State Government and the Green Livestock Park, which is a project of $20 billion. A grand total of $50 billion agreement. All these are expected to provide jobs for the teeming youth and also boost the internally generated revenue of Ondo State.
They know that this is an investment destination. There's relative peace here. There's access to the capital cities. There's a government that is relatively young. For every percentage of infrastructure that a government puts in place, there's a 1% rise in GDP. And if you look at the landscape in Ondo State now, since I've been born, I haven't seen this much. The government as far as I know, and I'm speaking dispassionately, has been so focused and very frugal with resources that this is how governance should be. Government for the people, by the people.
There is no doubt that these investment drives by Oluwarotimi Akeredolu-led administration is going to yield great results which will benefit the state and its people for generations to come. This is definitely a new path for the economy of Ondo State. It's indeed a new dawn. Reports compiled by Timileyin Ogunshulire, Perpetual Iboba for Sunshine Plus.
Well, that is it on this edition of your favorite program, Sunshine Plus. I am Dakbo Oluwarotimi. Thanks for being a part of it, and God bless the Sunshine State.